Welcome to Explain America. This is your host, Kyle Becker. Well, Representative Jasmine Crockett, she is taking a lot of flack in the recent news. And one of the reasons for that is that she apparently cannot keep her mouth shut. One of the things that she's been doing is something called code switching. And that's where she switches to a very peculiar urban dialect that is not genuine to her. And she's educated, privileged, and she is trying to fool people with her rhetoric and her urban style. But there's something even worse going on for Crockett, is that she doesn't know how to keep her mouth shut, particularly when she's around certain audiences, because there's a thing called video and there's a thing called the internet. And we're going to show you some of what she had to say that really gives the game away for Democrats and really doesn't help their chances in the midterms and in 2028. But before we get into the story, please like, share, and comment at Explain America. Join us. We appreciate your support for common sense journalism. Jasmine Crockett, she is a media darling because she says inflammatory things, and she also is colorful, if not utterly disgraceful. But when she was in front of a Congress, a cohort of her fellow radical Democrats, she let out what some people are calling Project 2029. And that's the Democrats' plan to exact revenge against conservatives for wanting law and order, a better economy, lower taxes, secure border. I mean, whoa, wow, so extreme. Well, she wants to get revenge for this. And here is part of what she agreed with at her little conference. And this is what happened. So let's just watch.
If you have power, use it. Mm-hmm. I think one of the first things, I would like a progressive Trump. I would like somebody who used the executive pen to say, you know what, we're going to make D.C. a state.
Yeah.
We're going to make Puerto Rico state.
Yeah.
We're going to abolish the Electoral College.
Yeah.
We're going to enshrine protections for women in the Constitution.
Yeah.
We're going to roll back because the very
we're going to add more judges on the Supreme Court.
Exactly.
That part. Yes.
So
and guardrails. Right. And guardrails.
Right. I don't want just it to be a default situation. The one thing, without a death, there can't be a resurrection. And the way that we have seen things.
All right, so let's just recap this. 52 states, that would be D.C. and Puerto Rico, of course hard left. If they were conservative, they would not agree with that. Abolish the Electoral College. This is simply cray-cray. They want to use their advantage numerically in blue cities to try to win the popular vote. Of course, the Electoral College, it's there for a reason. It's there to stabilize the country so that the cities cannot just have machines that ruin the entire political system. So Jasmine Crockett, it's complete amateur hour here again. They want to pack the Supreme Court, and then here's the kicker. They want to do whatever we want. So ignore the Constitution, ignore the rule of law, ignore our institutions. Simply try to get power and to take our taxpayer money and redistribute it amongst their radical allies. This is why the Democratic Party's reputation is in the tank. This is why we oppose them here at Explain America so fiercely, because we need to protect America and our institutions, and we need to have respect for the rule of law. We need to have respect for our national sovereignty, so that way we can hold our elected officials accountable. That is what democracy is actually about. So weigh in with your thoughts about this Project 2029. Does it make the Democrats look like a reasonable party to you? So we always welcome hearing your feedback, and thank you for watching Explain America.